The second FOCOS fundraiser to support surgeries of some 100 underprivileged children comes up tomorrow, which is the 19th of May at the Movenpick Ambassador Hotel. The Make a Move Save a Child project is to help children suffering from various degrees of scoliosis to receive optimum medical care and stand tall like their mates. This is possible through your kind donations and sponsorships. The Foundation for Orthopedics and Complex Spine Hospital FOCOS is giving you the opportunity to save that child at their second fundraiser here in Accra this month. Well, how? I'm joined in the studio by Dr. Ofori Amankwa, who's the Director of Medical Services at FOCOS. You're welcome.
Thank you very much. And
also here in the studio is Nana Kwame Fojo, Development PR Manager at the FOCOS Hospital. You're welcome as well.
Thank you.
Okay, so what is this I see here? Is that how my back looks like, apparently?
Well, precisely. I mean, everyone has a vertebral column.
Okay.
Okay. Which develops right from your mother's womb. Okay. And we have various deformities that take place due to, structural changes, or defects from this structure.
Okay.
Yeah. And so FOCOS is primarily involved in repairing defects or deformities of the spine.
Of the spine.
Yes.
And you're doing this for, what, 100 children for free?
Precisely.
Tell us a bit more about it. I don't know which of you wants to do that.
Okay. So let me start by saying, in the past, when patients came to us, they either came to us maybe being sponsored by individual organizations, especially Ghanaian patients.
Okay.
But you realize that at FOCOS, we have organizations outside Africa supporting their own kind. We have the Jewish Joint Distribution Committee sponsoring Ethiopian patients, and we also had the African Surgery Inc. Sponsoring Syrian patients. But I realized that no organization or foundation has dedicated itself to sponsor Ghanaian patients. So we decided to embark on our first fundraising initiative last year to raise funds to support needy patients who require this kind of surgery. Now, after that, we were able to support the full surgeries of 5 patients last year, and also subsidize the surgeries of 4.
Okay.
But we realized
hold on, before you go on, I'd like for us to talk about these pictures that I'm seeing. So this is supposed to be a before, and that's supposed to be an after. So before and an after surgery. Yeah. The after does look though as though what was behind him is now in front of him. Am I seeing right? I mean, maybe Doc, you can explain that a little bit for us.
All right. So it brings you to the sort of deformities that we have. We're talking of scoliosis, where you would have a lateral deformity of the spine. The deformity may be in the forward direction. Okay, that is what we call a kyphosis, or otherwise termed a hunchback. Okay. Sometimes we have a combination of a kyphosis and a scoliosis. We call that a kyphoscoliosis. So what we have, after such a patient has had a repair, is just the realignment of the S curvature, which the spine is supposed to have assumed.
So with this picture that I'm referring to, which we have back on the screen here, can you explain that to us? What's happening here?
Okay, so here in the before picture, we have a patient having, because we're looking at it from the side, the patient has what we call a kyphotic deformity, more like a hunchback. Okay. Okay. Exactly. Yeah. And then also in the after picture, there has been an attempt at normalizing the curve.
So does it mean that you can't get to a normal, as normal as you and I look when you have any of these deformities, even after the surgery? Well,
even after the surgery, a lot of times, if you look at the metal there, we need to maintain the reduction we've got by the use of implants. Okay, so would the person be able to be like if he had no problem? Not entirely. Not entirely the case.
But at least, so this is one of the, I take it that this is one of the surgeries?
Yes.
Okay.
That is,
so that's before and after. So you obviously get a better look.
You'll get a better curvature.
Yeah, right.
Yes.
Wow.
And a lot of times you realize that the surgery becomes necessary for children, especially due to the fact that either they have an organ that is at risk, like their lungs or their heart, or for aesthetic reasons they cannot go to school. They become a stigma to society.
Okay.
And
okay.
So on and so forth.
Nana Kwame, let's finish with what you were saying. So,
yes.
in giving this help, you know, of trying to normalize the situation with people like this, it looks to me like it must cost an arm and a leg to do this surgery.
Sure. Orthopedic healthcare is generally very expensive, and a typical scoliosis surgery in the U.S. will cost you between $100 to $150,000.
Okay.
But at FOCOS, we've been able to subsidize it because we're a non-profit organization, and we also get support from some partners here and there.
Okay.
So we're able to subsidize it to between $10,000 to $15,000. Though that might seem very, reasonable, it's quite expensive to the average Ghanaian.
Yeah.
Yes, so that's why most of the time we need to support these kind of patients with our fundraising initiatives, so they can get that kind of care or surgery they need.
Okay, we'll talk about how people can help, so that you give us the,
sure.
Once again, we can go through the numbers or whatever, the sure. Telephone number, or is it a mobile money number, etc. But so far, how many people have you helped with this initiative?
Well, okay.
Doc, you want to go? Which of you?
Well, over 55,000 patients have
55,000
yes,
in Ghana
since the inception in 1998. So
wow.
Yes, and we're looking at not only Ghanaians, but then people from all around the world, over 100 countries who come and well, Ghana is now the hub for care. We've been at our current location for the past 6 years, and averaging about 2,700 surgeries each year. So last year, for example, we did about 2,700.
Wow, I should clap for you. Well, but I don't know if I'm allowed. But wow, that's great. That's great. And you do all of these. You've done through what, donations?
Yes, and
or partly donations, and then
so any patient who comes to FOCOS enjoys a certain level of subsidy. So these subsidies range from 30 to 100% subsidies, right? Depending on the need of the particular patient. Once you can afford it, it's not a problem. But if you cannot afford it, we find a way to help you, yes. But automatically you enjoy at least 30%.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So how do people get in touch if they need this help, first of all? For those who need this sort of help, how do they get in touch? And yeah.
Sure. First of all, they need to go to their primary caregivers, because we are a specialist hospital, to be referred to FOCOS. But also FOCOS has a family medicine division where you can actually come there, they can have a first look at it, and actually refer you to a specialist there, right at FOCOS.
Okay.
Yes.
Now let's talk about how people can help.
Sure. So tomorrow we will be having our second annual fundraising dinner. People can actually support by making charitable donations to the organization at the event. And to get to the event, you need to buy a ticket. One ticket is going for 600 Ghana cedis, whilst a ticket for two is going for 1,000 Ghana cedis.
Okay.
In addition, in case you can't make it there physically, you can't be physically present there, and you want to make a donation electronically, you can donate to the FOCOS Endowment Fund at Unibank, and the account number is 0211 311 006781. Or you can also donate via mobile money, and the mobile money number is 055 7968 776. But kindly note that we are not subscribers, but we are merchants.
Okay, so when you're sending it, it's a merchant. Okay, so let's go through it again. So basically, the program is happening tomorrow, and it's a fundraiser. You're going to help FOCOS to FOCOS sounds like focus. Is it FOCOS?
FOCOS.
FOCOS. So FOCOS. Yes. They are helping people with this sort of deformity, as you see in the video wall, to get straightened up a bit so they can also enjoy life. Some of them are being deprived of education because of stigmatization, but your donation can help. Now tomorrow is that fundraiser, and it's happening at the Movenpick Ambassador Hotel, and the time is
6 p.m.
6 p.m. 6 p.m. and in order to do that, you've got to buy a ticket that's selling at 600 cedis for one person and 1,000 cedis for 2 people. Remember that the amount for which you're paid, the amount you're buying the ticket for is going to go all the way to support in these surgeries. And you can also donate to their accounts, which is, what's the name of the bank again, please?
Unibank, yes.
Right. So the Unibank accounts, that is 0211 311 006781. I'm going to go through that again. 0211 311 006781. You can also send them through mobile money, and when you're making that transaction, they are merchants, so they're not subscribers, merchants. And the number again was 055
7968776.
7968776. Yes. 055 7968776. Social media, you have any handles through which people can reach you?
Yes, at Autofocus.
Autofocus, can you spell?
Autofocus. So the Autofocus is ORTHO FOCOS.
Okay.
Yes,
Autofocus. So that's on Twitter.
On Twitter, and Facebook.
Okay.
Facebook and even Instagram, actually.
All right. So Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. So don't just go posting pictures and having fun whilst people are suffering. You can be of help, right? So social media, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, they're there at Autofocus. That's ORTHOFOCOS. And the mobile number again is 05579687776. Thank you so much, gentlemen, for coming. And God bless you for the work you're doing so far. 55,000 people they've helped so far. And you want to be a part of that story. I've been talking to Director of Medical Services at FOCOS, Dr. Oforia Mankwa, and also Nana Kwame Fojo, who's a Development PR Manager for FOCOS. Thank you so much for coming once again.
Thanks for having us.